Good morning, students. Today we will start a new lesson from geography. The first chapter, India, Size and Location. India is one of the ancient civilizations in the world, and it has brought huge change during the last 5 decades in socio-economic progress in the field of agriculture, industry, technology and overall economic development. So here in this chapter, we will learn the location and size of India, also the connection between India and the world and its neighbor. First, let's see the location. While we discuss, always look at the map. Without the map, it will be difficult for you to understand. So you can at least look at the map given in your book. There is a world map given in your book. Do you know what is the shape of Earth? Is it round? No, it's not completely round. As you can see in this figure also, the Earth is somewhat this shape. The top and the bottom of the Earth is slightly flattened and the sideways are slightly bulged out. It is bulging. Therefore, this shape is called as geoid shape. Now, what is longitude and latitude? These long vertical lines from top to bottom, they are called as longitudes. And these horizontal lines from left to right, they are known as latitudes. Did you ever use Google Map? It is through the longitudes and latitudes in a Google Map that we are able to find the location where we want to go. Now, can you see this line in the middle? Right in the middle of the globe. This imaginary line is called as equator and it is always in 0 degree. The upper part of the equator is known as northern hemisphere and the bottom part of from the equator is known as southern hemisphere. In this map, can you see where India lies? In which hemisphere? India is a vast country. Here you see India lies in northern hemisphere. See, this is the equator and on top of that India lies. It has latitudes that is from this to this 8 degree 4 minute north and 37 degree 6 minute north, and longitudes from here to here, it is 68 degrees 7 minute east and 97 degree 25 minute east. Now, why do you think that latitude has taken as north and longitude has taken as east? See, the latitude where it lies, where India lies, is in the northern part. That's why the latitude has been taken as north. And the longitude, it has been taken as east because it lies in the eastern part of the globe. This is the western and this is the east part. This is the middle, North Pole and South Pole. Now let us suppose that this is the Earth. This middle line, it is called equator. And this part we have learned that this is the northern hemisphere and this part is the southern hemisphere. Here there are 3 zones. That is the middle one, the upper equator and this upper part of the equator and this lower part of the equator. This is called torrid zone. This is a very hot zone. It's also called tropical zone. And after that comes this temperate zone, which is warm, and then comes frigid. This is a cold area, very, very cold area. So this part is hot, this part is warm, and this is cold part, cold area. And this line right above the equator is called as Tropic of Cancer, and right below the equator, this line is called as Tropic of Capricorn. It is so because I have told you that this part is a tropical area, tropical zone, right? So this line till where the tropical zone lies is called as Tropic of Cancer in the northern area. And this bottom part of the tropical zone is called as Tropic of Capricorn. Remember this. If you turn to page number 3 of your book, you will find this map, and here you can see that this is the Tropic of Cancer passing, and this Tropic of Cancer is measured as 23 degree 30 minutes north. So it divides it, you can see it almost divides the country into 2 equal parts. Here you can see that there are 2 islands of India. They are Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Lakshadweep is located in the southwest part of the mainland, that is in the Arabian Sea. And Andaman and Nicobar Island is located in the Bay of Bengal to the southeast part of the mainland. After location, let's come to the size. The landmass of India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometer. India's total area accounts for about 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world. Here, the landmass of India that is given here is very important. It has an area of 3.28 million square kilometer, which covers 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world, of the whole world. In figure 1.2, countries are ranked according to their size of the land. Here you can see that Russia has the largest area, which makes it largest country in the world. And India is the 7th largest country after Canada, USA, China, Brazil, and Australia. Coming back to this map again. This is the land boundary of India, which connects different countries. And this area is called coastline. So this land boundary is about 15,020 kilometers from here to here. And the total length of the coastline of the mainland, including Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep, its total length is 7,516.6 kilometers. India is bounded by the Young Falls Mountains in the northwest, north and northeast, like Himalaya. Despite the fact the east-west extent appears to be smaller than the north-south extent, also note that latitudinal and longitudinal extent of the mainland is about 30 degrees. Here in the easternmost part of India lies Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal is known as Land of Rising Sun because the first ray of sun falls in Arunachal. The westernmost part of India is Gujarat. The sun rises 2 hours earlier in Arunachal than in Gujarat. Therefore, the time difference between Arunachal and Gujarat is of 2 hours. This is the complete map of India, the extent of east, west, north and south. This line that is passing in the middle is called standard meridian. Since there cannot be 2 times in one country, so hence time along the standard meridian of India passes through Mirzapur, that is in Uttar Pradesh. This standard meridian is taken as the standard time for the whole of the country. Here in this figure, you can see that here the Indian landmass has a central location between the East and the West Asia. India is also the southward extension of the Asian continent, and it connects with different countries through the sea route or the land route. Here In the map of India, this area, this part, this triangular part is called as Deccan Peninsula because it is protruding towards the Indian Ocean. This is the Indian Ocean. And because of this, the name Indian Ocean is given. No other country has a long coastline on the Indian Ocean as India has, and indeed it is India's eminent position in the Indian Ocean which justifies the name of an ocean after it. India's contacts with the world have continued through the ages, but her relationship through the land routes are much older than her maritime contacts. The various passes across the mountains in the north have provided passages to the ancient travelers, while the oceans restricted such interaction for a long time. These routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient times. The ideas of the Upanishads and the Ramayana, the stories of Panchatantra, the Indian numerals and the decimal system thus could reach many parts of the world. The spices, muslin and other merchandise were taken from India to different countries. Now let us see India and its neighbors. India consists of 28 states and 8 union territories as of March 2020. Jammu and Kashmir was bifurcated into 2 union territories, that is into Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh, by passing Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act 2019. And on 26th of January 2020, Dadra, Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu are merged in one union. Here is your Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. They are merged together. India shares its land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan. In the northwest, this is the northwest part, China, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. Or southern neighbors across the sea consist of 2 islands, namely Sri Lanka and Maldives. India has always had strong geographical and historical links with her neighbors. With this, we conclude the chapter, and the next chapter we will study in the next class. Even though this first chapter of geography is a short chapter, but it is very important. Every line, everything given here is very important. You have to study well and remember every point. So far we have studied the shape of the earth, the latitude, longitude, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, what are the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, and to which extent latitudes and longitudes of the earth is measured for India. Also, the landmass of India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometers, which ranks India into 7th largest country in the world. And we have also seen that how Tropic of Cancer is almost dividing the country into 2, and the time lag between Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh is 2 hours. We have also seen how India is connected to the world from ages. There are routes from India which connects to the world, and large scale of trade were carried out, and there were exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient times. And also the neighbors of India are the Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest, China, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. And in the southern part, there are Maldives and Sri Lanka. With this, we conclude this chapter. Thank you.